Have you heard of something called a camel toe? I'm pretty sure you are familiar with it. And have you heard of yoga pants or athleisure wear? Now, there's a phenomenon happening that I think is absolutely mad. The phenomenon has to do with your lady parts, yoga pants, and surgery in order to look sleek in your athleisure wear. Madness! And this is what I want to talk about in this video. Hi, I'm Saida Desilets, the author of The Emergence of the Sensual Woman and advocate for women's erotic genius. And in today's delicious tip, we're going to look at labiaplasty and what it means. In fact, I think it's a little crazy. So yes, labiaplasty is considered a facelift for your lady parts. And let me tell you why I think this is a crazy idea, and then you can decide for yourself what you think. All right, so in my end, what I'm seeing is many things. The first thing I'm seeing is that over 50%, there's been an over 50% increase of women going, just in this year alone, to have a surgery that alters their lady parts. And I'm talking externally, visually altering their labia. I think that's a little bit of madness, and here's why. First of all, whose standard of what your lady parts should look like are you living by? The media? Porn? It's all limited to pretty much like one small spectrum of what's available in the garden of beauty called women. Secondly, you're cutting erectile tissue. I'm not sure if you understand what that means, but the equivalent would be to go to a man and say, look, your package is bulging a little too much in your pants and we need to trim that down a little and cut off, your erectile tissue. That would be a no-go. A no-go, ladies. That would not fly. No. So why is it flying with us? Why are we, as women, going and chopping off erectile tissue from our precious bodies? Tell me that. Okay, because erectile tissue serves multiple purposes. Its one purpose is pleasure for you. So why are you removing the tissue that is connected to creating more pleasure for you? Secondly, it's protective. So the more cushioning you have, the better it is when you have sex. So why would you get rid of that cushioning? That does not make sense, ladies. It does not make sense at all. Yes, you are unique. And yes, your beautiful lady parts may not look like what they look like on porn or certain pictures that you've seen on the internet, but it's unique to you. In fact, there's cultures in the world that intentionally stretch and make their labias bigger because they understand how much more pleasure there is to be had the more lips, swollen lips, they have access to. So we are in a strange culture where we're literally having already issues with pleasure and orgasm, and on top of that, we're now cutting off our erectile tissue just so that we look good in our athleisure wear. And yoga, ladies, this is stunning to me. You are practicing a practice of consciousness and of deep spirituality, and yet you're going and having these surgeries. Don't you find that a little conflictual? Yes, I'm a very conscious spiritual being, but I don't mind cutting off my lady parts just so I look more smooth and sleek in my tights. I find that a little bit hypocritical, to be honest. Okay, and then the other piece that I want you to understand is, unfortunately, all of this, you are influenced from the get-go. When you're born a girl, that's it. You are now under the influence of being socialized into how you should think about your body, feel about your body, relate to your body, what's right and wrong about your body. These are all taught from an external place. No one teaches you, no one affirms you are beautiful. Feel from inside the power and the grace and the magnificence of having a feminine body. And that, my friend, is what I'm encouraging you to come back to. I'm encouraging you to be a little bit rebellious in these times when multi-billion-dollar industries are very invested in your disempowerment, in your lack of understanding, and in your insecurities. And I'm not down with that. I want you to feel so at home in your body, so powerful and secure that you can celebrate and stand tall and in beauty of all that you are, exactly as you are and how you were born to be. That's what I would love for you. So, this is a pretty intense discussion, and I would love to continue it. I want to hear from you. This is a big deal. And if you have already had the surgery, I am not about shaming you at all. Come forward, speak. We are here to heal this rift between our feminine psyche and our beautiful bodies. And no matter where you are on the spectrum of this conversation, I welcome you. So please leave me a comment below this video. And if you like the video, if you like the idea of bringing this out and talking about it, please share it and subscribe. And we'll talk a little bit more about the insanity of the world that we live in. I also invite you to visit my website, SaidaDesilets.com, where there's more articles and videos and tips to help you live a turned on life from the inside out.